بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. My name is Tariq Al-Tawil and I'm one of the orthopedic surgeons at the National Institute of Neuromotor System in Cairo. My talk today will be on total hip replacement on top of old malunited trochanteric fracture in a 56-year-old male. This man presented with this X-ray showing severe secondary osteoarthritis, and he had trochanteric fracture which was fixed by metal wire, and the metal was removed later on, leaving us with this rather malunion at the AP and the lateral views. And as you can see, the obvious anterior bowing here and lateral bowing on the AP view. Now the problem will be with preparing the medullary canal. As you can see from my drawing here on the computer, that if you go with your rasp lying on the calcar, you might penetrate the lateral cortex. And again, if you go well in the middle of the cut neck, you might penetrate the cortex anteriorly as well. And to avoid penetration, your reamer and broaches after that should be directed quite laterally on the insertion, sitting quite close and actually pressing on the greater trochanter, and this will give you a safe passage down to the medullary canal. Again, on the lateral view, because of the excessive anterior bowing of the femur, you have to rest your reamer and later on the broaches on the anterior cortex of the neck. And this is, as you can see, the immediate post-op X-ray of this man, and I'm showing you, despite the poor quality of the X-ray, but you can see that the hip center is in a very good position and almost mimicking the healthy one. And this is a better view of the hip, and you can see that the stem is seated quite nicely in the medullary canal, whether on the AP or on the lateral view. In 7 years follow-up, this man came and told me that he had a nasty fall which led to a fracture pelvis. As you can see, the superior and the inferior right pubic rami, and actually there might be a separation of the acetabular area. But if you look at the continuity of the bone here, you feel that the prosthesis was quite safe. And as you can see, everything looks quite well, no problems, no loosening, and for his bad luck, he had fractured distal radius as well, and I'm not sure why didn't they manage this fracture by that time. However, this is the view in a clear way, and this is the man 7 years follow-up, and you can find the flexion is 90 or more, quite safe, no problems, and he can walk without aid quite happily, and he can sit and take off from chair, no problem. The man came after 13 years of his operation for follow-up, and you can see while standing the pelvis is quite leveled while standing on the operation side and on the healthy side. And this is 13 years X-ray post-op, and if you look at the detailed X-ray, no signs of loosening, and surprisingly as well, the head is, as you can see, still centralized into the cup. And if you measure this distance and this one, they are almost the same, as you can see, denoting that there is minimal, if any, polywear. We usually, in many cases at 13 years follow-up, we find that there is some slight proximal and lateral migration of the head in the cup, denoting polywear, while on the lateral as well looks quite centralized. This is the man in his 13th year follow-up. I apologize for the quality of the video, but he is still quite happy with no problems regarding his replacement. In January 2021, he passed away after 20 years of a sound total hip arthroplasty. He had no complaint of his hip till his death. Thank you.